We're going to size down our ring today from a 6.5 down to a 5 1/4. So what I'll normally do, we're going down to size 1/4. I'm going to mark it for a size. And then I'm going to cut right on the lines that I make so it takes out a little bit more, rather than cutting on the inside of the lines. So now I'm going to cut the piece out. Now we got that piece out of there. I'm going to take my file. I'm going to file out the inside. Nice and flush. And this is sterling silver, so it's nice and soft, so it really files nice. And we got a nice flush sides, and we're going to come together. I'm going to knock the sides out so it puts it into an oval, and then I'll bend the sides in with my pliers. So now it's an oval shape. What I'm going to do is bend it in so the sides meet with pressure. Looks good. I'm going to clean that joint out. We usually just put a nice steam on it, make sure that all of the debris and grease and everything is out of the joint. So now we're going to solder the ring. Alright, so I've checked the ring on my actual ring mandrel to make sure the size is right. I have a AccuSizer little mark system that actually marks how much I'm taking out, so I know that's right on. So I get that, and I put the joint at 12 o'clock so all the heat can go up right to it. I'm going to cover this with some Borken alcohol, and I'm going to light it up, and it's going to put a nice coating on it so it doesn't oxidize when I do my soldering here. While that's going, I'm going to go ahead and cut my silver solder to go in there. I'm using sterling silver hard solder. Since this is sterling, it's a new ring. I'll get my flame going and I'll solder it. Have to get a nice hot flame there. You hear the hissing sound because silver is a really good conductor of heat. So when I heat this up here, this whole ring is going to get hot. So I lose my heat. So I got to heat the ring on both sides here. Heat the clamp because that's a heat sink there, so it's taking my heat. So basically, we want to just get all the heat to come up to the top where we're going to solder it. I'll pick up my solder, not overheating it. Get it ready to take. And there we go. Sucks right down through. I always check on the inside and make sure that the solder came all the way through. And it did. So that's the solder. So I pickled the ring, which basically just gets all that Borken acid off of there, Borken alcohol off there using the pickling acid. I'll rinse it off. I'm going to put in the ultrasonic real quick, clean off the diamonds, get it clean, get all the grease off it. Rinse it and dry it off. Our next step is just to file it down and give it a good sand. And get it down to a nice fine sand grit where you can polish after it and everything blends in together and everything turns out good. I put it on the ring sizer to make sure it's the right size, and I'll do this first. We need to be a 5 1/4, so we need to make sure that the shank is nice and rounded. Make sure it's the right size, make sure the shank looks good. Alright, now you can see it's right on a 5 1/4. Alright, here's the ring after a final polish and a steam clean and ultrasonic was put on it. It's ready to go back to the customer.